Hey everyone, welcome to Life Lessons TV. I'm your host, Adrian D'Amico. Welcome to episode 4, Gratitude. So Life Lessons TV, look, it's going to be sort of, I think, a little bit edgy. I think it's going to be a little bit off the cuff. I'm letting you know now that once I get excited about a topic, I might swear a little bit. I might let a couple of curses go. So it's one of those things where I think I just want things to be kind of real. Okay, so we're shooting outdoors today for Life Lessons TV. I'm really excited. I'm really happy that the sun's shining, and you know what, it's probably a really good time to reflect on gratitude or having an attitude of gratitude. For those of you who follow me on Facebook, you know that I've been away for 5 weeks overseas with my family, which we had a wonderful time. If you're not a fan of mine on Facebook, I'll get George to link it up. But here we are, we're in a beautiful, peaceful surrounding. We're out in the countryside, in the mountains. I mean, we're black and white now, so I mean, we could probably flick that up to some color, George, for a little bit, let everyone know where we are and how beautiful and peaceful it is. So if you hear the birds chirping and things going on in the background, that's why. So anyway, let's talk about gratitude. You know, when I was overseas, I had this opportunity on many occasions. There was something about the fact that I'd set a goal 10 years ago, you know, to take the family overseas. Actually, it was before I even had children. So it was a long time. And what happened was each year that goal, or each year that it would pass and that goal would be reset, and it kept, you know, going on to the next year. I'd have it on my vision board, I'd have it in my goal books, and I'd print out pictures of Italy and, you know, where my family was from, where my wife's family is from. But anyway, I had this moment, a number of moments overseas where I was just purely in the moment and purely in a position of gratitude. Now, I know for a lot of you out there, and this was the truth for me as well, when you're sort of going through tough times in your life, and when you're going through moments where you really can't see the forest for the trees, you know, so to speak, and there's so many things coming at you. I totally get it. As a father of 3 children, I'm married with a mortgage, and I've had businesses. I have businesses go flourish, and I've had businesses really fail, which I've told that story in a previous episode. It's very hard to be in a sense of gratitude about what you have. You know, one of the things that I'd like to employ for you today to do is to sit back now and start appreciating and feeling grateful for just the little things that you have. Now, for example, we're here today. I was just saying to George, my sexy man, George, cameraman George, that it's just such an awesome feeling to be here, to be with you guys, to be able to share a message with you, to be able to have some sort of impact on the world. So I'm grateful for that, but I'm also grateful for being in nature. I'm grateful for being alive today. I'm grateful to wake up this morning, breathing, feeling fit. I was grateful to go to the gym. It's my son's birthday today. Happy 9th birthday, Sebastian. You know, I'm grateful to have my wife, my kids, and my family. But even if you dumb it down to the most simplest of things, like you're grateful for having fresh water. You know, when I was overseas, there were areas that we went to where the poverty was rife throughout areas of Europe. And you saw people that actually didn't really have the benefit of going and getting fresh water and bottled water like you and I would do. You know, another thing you could be grateful for is having a roof over your head. So whether you rent, whether you own a home, whether it's a caravan, whether it's your mum's place, whether it's your auntie's couch, it doesn't really matter. You have a roof over your head. I've seen people living in my hometown, but as well, this was so apparent to me when I traveled, that they had nothing, no roof over their head. And when we were traveling through, Rome, for example, and my sons would ask me, why is that man over there sleeping on a bag? And I would have to explain, he doesn't have a home to go to. He doesn't have a place to have a roof over his head. And I even had to go further to say that, when he wakes up in the morning, he's going to wake up, if it rains tonight, he's going to wake up soaking wet. And the next day, he's going to have to wait some time before those clothes are dry again if he doesn't have another change of clothes. So, what are you grateful for today? I'll give you a couple of tips, and I've already mentioned several of them that you could be grateful for, but I'll give you a couple of things that help me remind myself of how grateful I am. I was in Italy, and in Europe, a lot of the beaches are kind of like all stones and things like that. And in the south of Italy, we're sitting there on the beach, there's hardly anyone around, and I saw this stone wash up on the shore. And it just caught my eye because it's sort of greeny in color, which is one of my favorite colors. It's sort of natural and earthy, but it's got this beautiful shine and beautiful polish. And if you've ever watched The Secret, there's such thing they call a gratitude rock. And this is something that I've had for many, many years. I bought a gratitude rock probably 8 or 9 years ago, but this is one that I hold dear to me. It's got a sentimental value, but also what it is, it's an anchor. And it's something that whenever I wake up in the morning and I just want to feel grateful for what I have today, I grab my gratitude rock and to be honest with you, I rub it like a little genie's lamp, and I'll say I am just truly grateful for being alive. I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful for my mind and my body. I'm grateful for my beautiful family, my wife, my kids, my family, the roof over my head, the fact that I'm breathing today, the fact that I can be sitting here, because really, this is just such a wonderful, wonderful life to live. If you're above earth and you're breathing and you can fight for another day, no matter how bad your life is at the moment, how it may seem, I can tell you that even in the darkest moments, for most of us, our worst day could be someone else's best day of their lives. So go away today and think about the things that you're grateful for. Wake up every morning. If you don't have a gratitude rock, then go and get one, or find something that you can associate to, that can anchor to you internally in your heart what you are grateful for, and start appreciating the simplest of things that you have in your life. And this does miracles for you. It'll do miracles for you. It does miracles for me, because it starts to reframe your mind, your position of what things you have to look forward to. And this is just enough to give you enough energy, enough hope, enough, of a push to get through that day, that hour, whatever it might be, that week. And until you find something else that you can be grateful for, and the most amazing things happen is that when you start to appreciate and feel grateful for things, more things come into your life. What you think about most, you bring about most. And I think that having that attitude of gratitude is the perfect way to start. Okay, so this is Life Lessons TV episode 4. I want to thank you so much for listening. If you're on the podcast, leave me a review. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe. And if you're on Facebook, please share this with as many friends as possible. I'd love talking to you, and I'll see you on the next episode.